Hello, hello to this week's Goddess Forecast with Abigail. And this is your intuitive goddess coach. And this week, I am really excited to bring in the messages from the goddess and also our weekly meditation to guide us through the energy of this week. We're starting this week with the new moon energy, the new moon in Scorpio. We're in Scorpio season. And on top of that, we're bringing in the energy of the Mercury retrograde, right? We're getting ready for that Mercury retrograde. You can absolutely feel that energy at this time. And so it's a lot that is coming in. With a new moon in Scorpio, we're being asked to really dive in. We're being pulled deeper into our subconscious self, our subconscious mind, into our emotional body, into the emotional dimension of our being. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I talk about all of us are multidimensional beings. So this week, we're really being pulled into the emotional aspect of our multidimensionality, right? Is to really deep into our authenticity, right? And so the goddesses that came up, of course, we have Goddess Isis just guiding us through the entire October. Now the goddess that is coming in for November, I'm really excited about. So the goddess that will be guiding us throughout November, which I can't believe November is around the corner, it's going to be Goddess Kuan Yin. So I'm really excited to see what comes in through her. So, but this week, so we have Goddess Isis bringing in her message of uniting with our angelic self, and I'm getting a sense of like it's almost like an initiation of opening your wings up, freeing. I get that part, freeing your wings, right? We also have Goddess Rhea bringing in the message of flow. Again, it is perfect with the watery season that we're in, the new moon, and also Scorpio being a water sign, like the deepest water sign, right? And then Freya bringing in radical acceptance. So radical acceptance, and I think it's also perfect with that going into that emotional realm, right? As you work your way through all those emotional blocks, emotional heaviness, right? Just allowing yourself to go through that and facing whatever it is that you need to face, allowing that, just kind of flow through it, and then loving yourself regardless of what comes up, right? So let's go ahead and dive into what messages these goddesses have for us. So let's go ahead and start with Goddess Freya, who's bringing in the message of radical acceptance. One thing I love about this week's cards are they all came in upright. And I think it's just such a blessing, especially it being in that new moon energy, right? In Scorpio. It's like, yes, thank you for this blessing. So here's the message. We're going to be receiving an empowerment message from both goddesses, Goddess Freya and Rhea. So this is the message from Goddess Freya. When you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. Can you stand in the middle of the chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the flurry of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. And when you see with greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you will not have to fight at all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember this is the strategy that Goddess Freya offers in your support. Beautiful, beautiful message here. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Goddess Rhea, bringing in the energy of flow for this week. Let's see what she has to say. So Goddess Rhea speaks. Do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. You're entering a time of flow and ease. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it's a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magic stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. The way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention, listening to the guidance represented to you as you move forward without restraint or fixed ideas. You can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. Taking a deep breath in here and out. I feel like this whole week with the energy being very watery, like we just kind of going to be flowing through the energy of Mercury retrograde, which I think is so needed, right? Mercury kind of just slows us down. It tells us or asks us to kind of slow things down and take account. Like, where are you at? What have you done? What needs to change, right? And so with us being in this watery energy, we can really harness that energy of the Mercury retrograde to help us to do whatever work we're being asked to do, right? So next, let's go ahead and look at the message from Goddess Isis. So here's the message from Goddess Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the archangelic world, or the angelic worlds in general. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle brings you angelic assistance and intervention and confirmation that any impression you may have had that you belong not only to the human kingdom, but also to the angelic one are correct. So this first part I absolutely love. I wanted to, it kind of reminds me of, again, bringing in that multidimensionality of our being, that we actually have a dimension of ourselves that is an archangel. So this is something that I talk about in my in one of my programs, the Ignite Your Cosmos, where you get 12 DNA activations. So your one of the dimensions is specifically an archangel, and through these activations you're able to discover which archangel that is and how that brings in your service into the world. And so this is really cool, where we all, every single human on this planet has a part of them that is angelic. So here's the rest of the message. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds and are hoping to birth angelic qualities of fearlessness, light, service to the greater good, and alignment of divine will into human form. This is no small task, and although you are well equipped to succeed, there are beings that wish to assist you so that you may grow too and your success may be more graceful and swift. Isis, divine winged mother, goddess and angel of healing, wishes to assist you with unconditional love now. You are guided to accept angelic assistance and ask for Lady Isis, who loves you unconditionally, to assist you with integrating angelic energies into your consciousness and life. You will be asked to lift yourself up to a higher and higher vibrational states of awareness. And this may mean letting go of certain relationships, practices, or states of being, or even particular habits or thought patterns that would lower your vibration into fear, doubt, or shame. Give yourself permission to just let this happen. You do not need to force anything. It is a matter of softening, allowing, and trusting what feels right to you, what feels right for you, with absolute faith and bold, radical acceptance. That word again, that the two words, radical acceptance, that Freya talked about, it will be okay. So there are others like you on this planet, beloved initiate. Though far from the majority, you occupy a special role in the evolution of human consciousness, and it connects more deeply and twines with the natural world. The more you accept this part of you, the more you shall draw into your world others like you. You will just feel comfortable with each other because you all hold a similar refined vibration. Even in the midst of ordinary everyday relationship, there is a sense of easy connection, mutual understanding, and spiritual acknowledgement. This oracle is also a confirmation that if you have been asked to connect with your angel, pray into a particular angel or archangel, or have been thinking more about angels lately, that genuine connection has been made between you and the angelic kingdom. The angels send you love and peace now and say, we are with you, beloved one. We are with you. Taking a deep breath in here. I love that Isis kind of brings in the energy, the messages from Rhea and Freya, right? Radical acceptance and flow kind of ties it all together beautifully, right? And it kind of all flows together. So one thing that I wanted to mention is that with Scorpio energy, I mean, the water sign, right? Water, the element of water has to do with our heart, has to do with our emotions, has to do with our connections, our relationships. And so the clearings that are happening, especially this week and, throughout the Scorpio season and, with the help of Mercury retrograde, is pay attention to the relationships that come up that you're being asked to close the door to. Here's the thing. When you close the door, a new and better one always opens up, right? And also find your own way. What does it mean to close the door? I feel like in my line of work, usually when I mention close the door, people freak out, especially when it comes to connections and relationships and friendships. It's like, oh my gosh, have to close the door. That means I can never talk to that person. No, it might mean that you're not taking the bullshit from from that person anymore. It might be that you are not allowing the other person to bring you down, or it might be that you're choosing to surrender or to surround yourself with people who lift you up, will make you feel more joyful. It might be that you're choosing to call in people who are in the same vibrational frequency as you, which means that they do the things that you love to do. It might be that you're choosing to call people who support you on your path, who support you in your life, right? So you kind of have to define what that means. Whenever you're closing the door, think of it as you're letting go of what no longer serves you, or whoever no longer serves you, and you are opening the door so that you can call in that which can support you the most, right? Or that which is more in alignment with you, with your joy, with your happiness, with love, whatever it is that you like to experience in this lifetime. So pay attention to what comes and what especially Mercury retrogrades throws at you to kind of face or to work through. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into the meditation for the week. This meditation is coming from Goddess Isis, and she's really going to be bringing us into connection with our angelic self. We know that the angelic realm is very high vibration. The color that comes with the angelic realm is that gold color. So this is going to be, for some people, for some of you who have never worked with the angels, is going to be an activation for you, where from now on it should be very easy for you to communicate with your guardian angel, with the archangels, with your the angels that are guides to you, right? So you're kind of being your frequency is being initiated into the and golden angelic realm, basically, which means that your frequency is being raised up, clarified, blessed, right? Your energy field. So this is going to be exciting. This week is going to be really exciting because this alone is such a blessing for us, right? So go ahead and find a comfortable space that you can kind of just tune into yourself, deeply into yourself, for this meditation. And just taking some deep breaths in and out. And for this meditation, you can use either a feather or a small crystal. So sit quietly and connect with your breath. Feel the breath flowing in through your body and out into the earth. And now repeat after me. I honor the light in this sacred body of mine. This body that belongs to light and nature. This body that contains the angelic consciousness of divine love. Now feel where in your body connects with the earth. And even though there's a cushion or a seat or a carpet upon which you're sitting, even if even if you are many stories high above the earth in an apartment building, you can still sense where your body connects to the earth. Intend to feel the connection, the light and the energy in your body that connects you to the earth. And breathe in and out again. Feeling the breath flowing deeply out of the back of your heart chakra, in your upper back, and out through the crown of your head. Now repeat after me. I honor the wings of light and life that allow my body and soul to take flight, to live as an angel and human upon this earth, in service of love and peace and power. Now feel the breath flowing in and out of the heart chakra, especially the back now. Feel it flowing as wings out of the upper back, and just let there be expansiveness and a feeling of great natural extension and space. Allow your wings to unfurl and spread out. And when you're ready, say, I call upon the angelic forces of light within and in the celestial realms. And I call upon divine love, unconditional love. Help me activate the angel within with grace, with light, with divine compassion. Of my own free will, I allow this to be in unconditional love for all humanity. Breathe in and out. And rest your awareness in your heart. And just feel the light and peace and beauty in your heart. Underneath any fear, doubt, or insecurity. It is just there. Rest in that awareness for a moment. And bring your attention now to your sacred object on the ground before you, whether the crystal or the feather. Now move your right hand so it hovers lightly above the object. And with your left hand on your heart, say aloud, I ask that the blessings of Isis, on the wings of Isis, through the power, the healing power of Isis, come to me now. Fill this sacred object with your beauty, dear angel goddess, that every time I see it, I may remember the angel within me. Now be aware of the energy flowing from your heart to the object. And when you're ready, place the object in a special place where you can notice it often. And as you place it down, lightly touch it with your right hand and say, whenever I see you, I will remember that I am angel true, that angels love and assist me, and Isis is with me too. Now close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. So here's an incantation that you can use to call upon angelic intervention and to assist you if you're having trouble integrating your angelic consciousness. The way that you can notice if you're having trouble integrating this higher consciousness is feeling of resistance, doubt creeping in, fear, despair. Any of those, if you start feeling any of those, you know that you might be kind of battling with stepping into that higher consciousness. And here's something that's totally okay, because you're trying to integrate this high frequency into your physical body, which is more dense. So you have to be gentle with yourself. But this incantation will always bring you back into balance and allow that integration to flow more easily. So here's the incantation. Angel goddess wings of white, help my angelic soul take flight. I call upon angelic intervention. Align my life with divine perfection. My soul and my inner angel are one. In my body, integration has begun. Angel goddess wings of love, you protect me from below and above. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Beautiful. Thank you so much for receiving this week's message. Go ahead and do that meditation as often as you need, especially the incantation as something that you can say on the go to just make sure to bring you back into that alignment with a higher frequency and integrating that angelic consciousness that is already within you, right? Raising your frequency, raising your vibration, putting you into that ease and flow, right? Bringing in the energy of that radical acceptance of your magnificence, of your multidimensionality. Right? So let me know how this week goes for you. Let me know if you have any questions at all. If you're interested in discovering about you and your multidimensionality and the different dimensions of yourself, especially the angelic dimension that I spoke of, go ahead and send me a message. Inquire about my Ignite Your Cosmos program, which is the 12 DNA activation. It's an intensive, it's powerful and potent, and absolutely out of this world. So until next time, have a blessed week, and I will talk to you soon.